Look, if you're hunting for the ultimate home backup power solution, you've got a real dilemma on your hands. On one side, the EcoFlow Delta 3 hits a full charge, 0 to 100% in under an hour. When it comes to pure speed, it's basically unbeatable. But on the other hand, the Bluetti Elite 200 V2 is promising a massive 17-year lifespan, all thanks to those new automotive-grade cells. So the real question is, do you want lightning-fast charging, or a generator you won't have to replace for nearly 2 decades? In this video, we're putting them head-to-head on real-world output noise levels and the big one, the actual cost per watt-hour for each brand. Let's dive in. Picture this, you're at home, deep in a workflow or just catching a movie, and then total blackout. Lately, power outages have been super unpredictable. The grid is flickering on and off. That's exactly when you need your power station to be the fastest kid in the class. This is where the EcoFlow Delta 3 Plus really flexes its muscles with that next-gen extreme technology. We're talking 0 to 100% in just 56 minutes. It's the undisputed king if you're dealing with limited sunlight or a grid that's barely hanging on. By the time you finish a quick cup of coffee, this unit is topped off and ready for the next round. On the flip side, we've got the Bluetti Elite 200 V2. Its approach is different. It prioritizes stability and a gentler charge cycle to protect those cells over the long haul. Even though it handles a higher AC input of 1,800 watts, it's packing a significantly larger battery than the EcoFlow, so you're looking at about an hour and a half for a full charge. Now, shifting over to solar charging, things get interesting. The EcoFlow allows for a 1,000-watt solar input thanks to its dual-port architecture, giving you insane flexibility when mixing and matching different panels. The Bluetti is a beast when it comes to durability, but it caps out at 800 watts on its standard solar setup. It sticks to a simpler single-port system, which is reliable, but definitely less versatile when lighting conditions are all over the place. The winner of this round, the EcoFlow Delta 3 Plus. It takes the win by a hair because in a real emergency, every minute counts, and its ability to refuel at breakneck speeds is quite frankly unbeatable. Quick heads up, Amazon actually runs some massive lightning deals on these units around this time of year. I've dropped the direct links in the description and the pinned comment below to save you the hassle of searching for them yourself. All right, let's keep it moving. Now let's move on to what I call the moment of truth for any portable power station, raw muscle. This is where we separate the toys from the pro-grade tools and ask the big question, what can you actually plug in? In this corner, the Bluetti Elite 200 V2 is absolutely flexing. We're looking at a unit in a completely different weight class when it comes to pure output. Its pure sine wave inverter delivers a staggering 2,600 watts of continuous power. What does that look like in the real world? It means you can fire up heavy-duty power tools, sump pumps, or even an 8,100 BTU air conditioner without this thing even breaking a sweat. Plus, with a massive 2,073.6 watt-hour capacity, it's packing double the juice of its rival today. On the other hand, the EcoFlow Delta 3 Plus plays a different game, smart power. It has a rated output of 1,800 watts, which is solid for its size. To bridge the gap, EcoFlow uses their signature X-Boost technology, an algorithm that lets you power devices up to 2,200 watts by adjusting the voltage. But here's the catch you need to know. That magic has its limits. X-Boost is a no-go for sensitive electronics or medical equipment because dropping the voltage can actually cause damage. Also, with a base battery of just 1,024 watt-hours, the EcoFlow is going to tap out way sooner if you're running high-draw appliances. If you plug in a 2,400-watt electric kettle, the Bluetti handles it natively, while the EcoFlow has to struggle by throttling the heat performance. The winner of this round, the Bluetti Elite 200 V2. If you need real sustained power for your home or workshop, it's not even a contest. The Bluetti is the undisputed heavyweight champ here. Wait a second, have you smashed that like button yet? I think it's a fair trade. I do the heavy lifting and break down the tech, and you help the channel grow. Oh, and make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss a thing. All right, let's get back into it. Now, this is arguably the most critical part if you're looking for a serious long-term investment. This round is all about what I call the forever battery. We're used to tech dying after just a few years, but in 2026, the rules have been rewritten. Both units are rocking lithium iron phosphate LFP cells, which are way safer and more stable than old-school batteries. But the Bluetti Elite 200 V2 is built like an absolute tank. Bluetti integrated automotive-grade cells, a standard we use to only see in high-end EVs. This allows them to guarantee over 6,000 charge cycles before the battery health even drops to 80%. To put that in perspective, you could fully drain and recharge this thing every single day for over 16.5 years. We're talking about a piece of gear you could literally pass down to your kids. Plus, they've optimized the idle power draw to just 10 watts, so it won't just drain itself while sitting in your closet for weeks. On the other hand, the EcoFlow Delta 3 Plus uses Gen 3 LFP cells rated for 4,000 cycles to 80%. Now, don't get me wrong, 4,000 cycles is fantastic. It's well above the industry average of 3,000, and it'll easily last you over 10 years of heavy use. But the downside here is obvious. In a side-by-side comparison, EcoFlow is just a step behind in pure longevity. The winner of this round, the Bluetti Elite 200 V2. If you want a set-it-and-forget-it setup that serves as a lifelong energy backbone, Bluetti is simply unbeatable here. This is where the hardware meets the software. In 2026, the brains inside these units are what truly set them apart in your day-to-day life. Welcome to Round 4, Intelligence and Ecosystem. When it comes to the user experience, EcoFlow's app is still, hands down, the gold standard. It's not just a pretty interface, it's a deep energy management powerhouse. For example, it lets you dial in your AC charging speed watt by watt, so you can be gentler on the cells when you aren't in a rush. But what really blew my mind is their new storm warning mode. The system tracks local weather data, and if it detects a high risk of a blackout in your area, it automatically tops off the battery to 100% so you're never caught off guard. Plus, in the UPS department, the EcoFlow Delta 3 Plus is the undisputed king with a switching time of under 10 milliseconds. That's a total game changer for high-end PCs or home servers. If the power cuts, your gear won't even flinch. On the flip side, Bluetti has definitely stepped up their game with a much more robust OS. Their app is solid and reliable, but it feels more like an industrial control panel than a smart assistant. As for its backup system, it offers a 15-millisecond response time. While that's fine for most appliances, routers, or TVs, it's pushing the limit for ultra-sensitive power supplies, which could lead to some unexpected reboots on critical IT equipment. The winner of this round? The EcoFlow Delta 3 Plus. In a connected world, its digital ecosystem and lightning-fast response times keep it one step ahead of the pack. In this round, we're looking at how these two giants handle space and flexibility. On one side, the EcoFlow Delta 3 Plus stays true to its philosophy of a modular ecosystem. It's the absolute champ of lightweight portability, weighing in at just 27.5 pounds, 12.5 kilograms. You can literally carry this thing around the house with one hand or toss it in your trunk without breaking a sweat. Its biggest selling point is that it scales with you. It starts with a base capacity of 1,024 watt-hours, but if your needs grow, the unit grows too. You can chain up extra smart batteries to hit a massive 5 kilowatt-hours. It's the perfect choice if you need mobility today but want the peace of mind of powering your whole house tomorrow by adding modules. In the other corner, the Bluetti Elite 200 V2 is all about that set-and-forget lifestyle. This isn't a unit you want to be moving every 5 minutes. It tips the scales at over 53 pounds, 24.2 kilograms, nearly double the weight of the EcoFlow. However, inside that rugged frame, you're getting over 2,000 watt-hours right out of the box. There are no extra cables or batteries cluttering your floor here. It's a single, dense, and incredibly tough package. If you're looking for a solution for a van build, a cabin, or a fixed home backup that doesn't take up much space, Bluetti gives you all that muscle in one solid block. The trade-off: if you go with EcoFlow and want high capacity, get ready for some serious cable management and finding space for those extra modules. If you choose the Bluetti, make sure you know exactly where you want it, because your lower back isn't going to be happy if you have to move it often. After that intense showdown, the question isn't which one is the best, it's which one is the best for your specific needs. Both represent the peak of 2026 engineering, but they're built for completely different lifestyles. Grab the EcoFlow Delta 3+ if you're an urban dweller where space is at a premium. This is for you if you value portability above everything else. At just 27.5 pounds, it's the perfect companion for weekend getaways or quickly moving between rooms. It's the clear winner if you're a tech enthusiast who loves micromanaging every detail via an industry-leading app. And if you absolutely need that 10-millisecond UPS to protect your pro workstation or home server. In short, it's about speed, smarts, and total flexibility. On the other hand, go for the Bluetti Elite 200 V2 if you want a literal energy insurance policy for your home or workshop. If you need to run sump pumps, heavy-duty power tools, or high-draw appliances without worrying about the inverter tripping, Bluetti's 2,600-watt output is unrivaled in this class. It's the ultimate set-and-forget solution. A tank that, thanks to those 6,000 charge cycles, will likely be passed down to your kids in perfect working order. If you don't mind the 53-pound weight in exchange for double the base capacity from day one, this is your machine. Just remember the trade-offs. With the EcoFlow, you'll eventually have to shell out for extra batteries if you want long-term runtime. With the Bluetti, you're sacrificing that grab-and-go agility that can be a lifesaver in a pinch. So, the ball is in your court. Do you want the tech-forward agility of EcoFlow or the raw, everlasting power of Bluetti? Either way, you're looking at the absolute best 2026 has to offer. Now, I want to hear from you. If you had to pick one right now to protect your home, which one are you taking? Drop a comment below, hit subscribe if you want to keep seeing the most rigorous tech deep dives on the web, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!